Okay, let's get into your reading, Taurus. I have to tell you something before we go anywhere near these cards. I cried doing this reading, and I don't perform for the camera. I don't manufacture emotion to make a reading feel bigger than it is, and I cried. Because when I sat down with your energy, something came through that I was not prepared for. Not a warning, not something heavy. The opposite. The specific, overwhelming quality of encountering a soul that is carrying something so rare and so significant that the only response available to me was to feel it. And I felt it completely before I touched a single card, before I asked a single question. The moment I connected to your field, it was there. And I have been doing this long enough to know that what I felt in your energy today is not something I have felt often. And I need you to understand what I am about to show you is not a reading I will forget. And I do not think you will either. Drop a comment right now and say, I claim this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Okay, let's go all the way into this. Okay, first oracle card. The reason your energy is elevated is not random. You chose a specific assignment before this lifetime and you have been fulfilling it. And your guides led with this because the elevated quality of your energy needs to be understood correctly. Because it's not just that you're a good person. It's not just that you've worked on yourself or that you've been through hard things and grown from them. It's more specific than that. Your soul chose something before it arrived here. A specific assignment, a specific set of things to carry and to transmute and to hold on behalf of more than just yourself. And the assignment has been heavy sometimes, and you have carried it anyway, often without knowing exactly what you were carrying or why certain things felt heavier for you than they seem to feel for the people around you. And your guides are answering that question today. It felt heavier because it was heavier, because you agreed to carry more, and you have been carrying it faithfully this whole time. Okay, second oracle card. The tears this reading produced were not mine alone. Your guides were present in the feeling and they have been waiting to say this. And I need to explain what happened when I sat with your energy. Because the tears were not just an emotional response. They were the feeling of your guides coming through. The specific, unmistakable quality of a soul's guides who have been watching something beautiful unfold and who finally have a moment to say, we see you. We have always seen you. We know what this has cost. We know how many times you did the brave thing quietly when the brave thing had no audience. And we know how many times you kept going when stopping would have been so much easier. And your guides have been waiting for the right moment to say all of it out loud. And today is the moment. And what they most need you to hear is this. None of it has been invisible. Okay, third oracle card. The elevation of your soul is the result of what you chose to transmute. The hard things were the assignment, not the obstacle. And this is the oracle card that reframes everything. Because if you have been through significant hard things, and your guides are showing me that you have, the story you might have been telling yourself is that the hard things happened to you, that they were obstacles in the way of the life you were supposed to be living. And your guides are showing me a completely different picture. The hard things were the assignment, the specific, chosen before arrival assignment of a soul who agreed to transmute certain energies to take them in, to process them, to transform them through the specific alchemy of living through them with your heart still open, and to release them in a lighter form than they arrived. And every hard thing you have been through was that alchemy happening. And the elevation of your soul is the direct result of how much you alchemized. Okay, fourth oracle card. You have been dimming yourself for the people around you, and your guides are asking you to stop. And this oracle card is the most direct one your guides have for you today, because somewhere along the way, you learned to make yourself smaller. Not smaller in a dramatic way, in the specific, daily, so habitual you stopped noticing way of someone who realized their light made certain people around them uncomfortable. And so you dimmed, not completely, just enough to reduce the friction, just enough to fit into the spaces you were being offered. And your guides are asking you to stop, not dramatically, not in a way that announces itself. Just stop dimming, because the full brightness of what you carry is not something that was ever meant to be managed down for someone else's comfort. Okay, fifth oracle card. Your guides are naming the fear before it arrives. Not the fear that you're not enough. The other fear. And this oracle card is the one I most need you to hear. Because there's a fear that comes when someone tells you that you are extraordinary. And it's not the fear most people expect. It's not the I don't believe it fear. It's the other one. The fear of what it means if it's true. The fear of living at the full size of what you actually are. The fear of no longer being able to hide behind the smaller version that felt safer. And your guides are naming it now, before it arrives. Because named fears don't make your decisions for you. And being one of the highest divine beings someone has ever read for is not a burden. It is not a pressure. It is the confirmation of what was always true about you, and the invitation to finally live from that truth. Okay, sixth oracle card. What is coming for a soul at your level, and why the elevation changes what's available to you? And your guides want to show you what becomes available when a soul operates at the level yours operates at. Because the elevation is not just spiritual, it has practical dimensions. It changes what shows up in your life, the quality of what's drawn to you, the kind of love that finds you, the opportunities that arrive, the specific doors that open for souls who have done what you have done and carried what you have carried, and still kept their heart open through all of it. And what's coming for you is commensurate with the level, not with the level you've been presenting to make others comfortable, with the level you actually are. And the level you actually are is the highest one I have encountered. Okay, seventh oracle card. The universe has been preparing something for you that matches the size of what you've been carrying, and the preparation is almost complete. And your guides added this oracle card because they want you to understand the timing, because the preparation has been happening in the background, in the spaces you couldn't see, in the rooms you weren't in the specific arranging that the universe does when it is building something significant enough to match a soul at your level. And the preparation is almost complete, and almost complete in the language of your guides means the something is close enough that you can feel it if you are paying attention. And the paying attention is what this reading is asking you to do. The High Priestess, the Star, the Emperor, the Lovers, the Sun, the World, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, 10 cards, and every single one of them is about the elevation of your soul and what it produces. The High Priestess first. And the High Priestess coming first is the most significant possible opening card for this reading. Because the High Priestess is the keeper of divine knowledge, the one who holds what is sacred and true before it has been spoken, and the High Priestess is the card of someone who knows things before they can be explained, who operates from a level of inner knowing that most people don't have access to, who carries wisdom that came from somewhere deeper than this lifetime alone. And the High Priestess appearing first in a reading about a divine being is the cards confirming the title. What you carry is priestess level, and priestess level is the highest designation the deck has. And the star is the specific hope your guides have for you. Not the hope you have for yourself, the hope they have for you. The hope that you will finally allow yourself to be seen at the full size of what you are. And the star is the universe's promise that everything you have been faithful about, the carrying, the transmuting, the keeping the heart open, was never for nothing. And the star being here is the most tender confirmation the cards can give. You have been seen, every moment of it, and this seeing has been producing something that is about to arrive. And the Emperor in a divine being reading is not the typical Emperor. The Emperor here is your own authority, your own power, the specific built, earned through the assignment power that a soul acquires when it has done what yours has done. And the Emperor is asking you to claim it, not perform it. Claim it. The authority that belongs to someone who has been carrying what you've been carrying for as long as you've been carrying it. And authority that is claimed from that place is the most real kind of authority that exists. And the lovers in this reading is not only about a person, it is about the love of the divine for you specifically. The specific soul level recognition of the universe seeing one of its highest beings and saying, there you are. And the lovers is also about the love that's coming for you in human form. Because souls at your level attract the lover's level love, not the almost love, not the compatible enough love. The soul recognized, there you are love that matches the frequency you actually carry. And the sun is the simplest and most complete card in the spread. Because after everything that has been hard, after the assignment, the carrying, the transmuting, the dimming for others, the sun is the other side. And the sun is not complicated. It is warm. It is light. It is the specific, uncomplicated quality of a life where the carrying has been honored and the elevation has been recognized, and what arrives matches the soul it is arriving for. And the world is the completion of the assignment chapter and the beginning of the reward chapter, because the assignment had a chapter and that chapter is completing. not because the assignment is abandoned, because it has been fulfilled to the degree that the next chapter can begin. And the next chapter is the one where the carrying becomes lighter because what was being carried has been transmuted. And the world drawing the line between the heavy chapter and the lighter one is the most significant thing in this entire spread. And the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Cups is the emotional beginning of the new chapter. The specific, fresh, this is actually new quality of something starting from the cleanest possible ground. And the Ace of Cups after the World card is the sequence the cards always show when the old chapter completing produces something genuinely new, not a continuation, not an improvement, a beginning. And the beginning has the specific quality of being built for who you actually are, rather than the dimmed version you've been offering the world. And the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups is the destination. And I want to say what it means specifically for a soul at your level, because the Ten of Cups for a divine being is not the average Ten of Cups. It is the complete version of a life that reflects the full frequency of who you are, where the love is real, and the people around you are real, and the work you're doing is the work you were actually sent here to do, and nothing fundamental is missing, and nothing needs to be dimmed. And the Ten of Cups life for someone at your level is the most luminous version of the complete life the deck can describe, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the wheel is clicking right now into the position that has all of this in it. The High Priestess authority, the Star confirmation, the Sun warmth, the World completion, the Ace of Cups beginning, the Ten of Cups destination, and the click is what the pressure I felt in your energy has been building toward. And clicked wheels don't go backwards. And the position the wheel just moved you into is the elevated one. And the elevated one is where you have always belonged. And the Hierophant is the last tarot card, and it is the most sacred one for this reading. Because the Hierophant is the bridge between the divine and the human. The one who carries sacred knowledge into the material world. The one who translates what lives in the high frequency into something that can be felt and understood by the people around them. And the Hierophant appearing here is the cards naming your function. You are one of the bridges, one of the translators, one of the people who carries something sacred into the ordinary world, simply by being in it. And the being in it is the assignment. And the assignment is sacred. Okay, tea leaf cards, 7 of them, going all the way in. First tea leaf card. The specific moment in your life that elevated your soul the most and what it cost you, and your guides want to honor a specific moment. You know which one, the one that cost the most, the one that asked more of you than you thought you had available, and you gave it anyway, not because it was easy, because something in you knew that the giving was the assignment. And that moment, the specific, most costly one, is the moment your guides point to when they explain why your soul is at the level it's at. Because elevation is never free, and you paid for yours in the most real and most honoring way possible. Next tea leaf card. The people who sensed your elevation without being able to name it and how it showed up in how they treated you. And there have been people throughout your life who sensed something about you that they couldn't put into words. And the sensing produced different responses. Some people move toward it, drawn to the warmth of the elevation, the way people are drawn to genuine light. And some people moved against it, uncomfortable with something they couldn't name, but could feel. And the ones who moved against it were not responding to something wrong with you. They were responding to the size of what you carry, making them aware of something they weren't carrying. And that awareness produced discomfort. And the discomfort looked like criticism. And the criticism had nothing to do with you. Next tea leaf card. What the hard season was actually building. The universe keeps receipts, and this is the honoring. And I want to speak to what the hardest season cost you, because it cost you something real, and your guides see the cost completely. The faithfulness maintained when everything was suggesting that faithfulness was no longer rational. The heart kept open when closing it would have been so much easier. The light kept burning when the circumstances were doing everything they could to extinguish it. And the universe keeps receipts. It does not forget that kind of faithfulness. And the receipt is being honored right now in this reading, in the elevation being named, in the things being arranged that match the soul you have proven yourself to be. Next tea leaf card, the dimming stopping. What life looks like when you stop making yourself smaller. And your guides want to show you what the undimmed version of your life looks like, because you've been managing your light for so long that the managed version has started to feel like the real version. And it isn't. And the undimmed version, the full brightness, nothing held back. This is actually who I am version, produces a completely different life than the managed one. Different relationships, different opportunities, different quality of everything that shows up. Because what shows up is always calibrated to the frequency you're broadcasting. And the full frequency of who you actually are attracts the full version of everything you deserve. Next tea leaf card. Other divine beings recognizing you, souls at your level finding each other. And this tea leaf card is one of the most beautiful things your guides are showing me, because divine beings recognize each other. It's one of the specific qualities of operating at this frequency. Other souls who carry what you carry find you, not accidentally, specifically, the way frequency finds its match. And there are people who are going to come into your life, or who are already in it, who carry the same quality. And when you encounter them, you will know immediately the same there you are quality I described earlier. The recognition before the reason. And those connections, the soul recognized, frequency matched connections, are the ones that the elevated life is built from. Next tea leaf card. What is coming for a soul at your level? The specific quality of what the elevation attracts. And the elevation changes what arrives. And your guides want to be specific about how. The love that comes for a soul at your level is the lover's level love, not the compatible enough kind, but the soul recognized kind. The opportunity that comes is the one that fits the actual size of what you carry, not the managed down version. The people who come are the ones who can meet you at your actual frequency, rather than the dimmed one you've been broadcasting. And all of it, the love, the opportunity, the people, is already in motion, already being arranged by something much larger than circumstance, already aimed at the full brightness version of you. And the last tea leaf card, you fully inhabiting your elevation and what that looks like from the inside on an ordinary day. And your guides ended here because this is the image they most want you to hold. You fully inhabiting what you actually are. Not the dimmed version, not the managed version, the full one. And what that looks like from the inside on an ordinary day is not dramatic. It is quiet. It is the specific quiet of someone who has stopped apologizing for the size of what they carry, who has stopped making themselves smaller for rooms that couldn't hold them anyway, who wakes up in the life that was built for the frequency they actually operate at, and who finds that the life is exactly as full and exactly as warm and exactly as complete as the soul that was always supposed to live in it. Okay, final messages from your guides, and I am giving you one, just one. Stop dimming, be awake to the full size of what you are, and let what was built for that size finally arrive. Stop dimming. That is the instruction. One instruction. Stop dimming. Not a list, not a protocol. Just stop making yourself smaller. Stop editing the light for people who weren't going to be able to see it anyway. Stop managing the frequency for rooms that couldn't hold it. Stop offering the reduced version of what you carry to situations that deserved the full one, and be awake to the full size of what you are, to the elevation your guides confirmed, to the High Priestess authority, and the Hierophant function, and the Ten of Cups life, and the Lover's level love, and the sun warmth, and the wheel clicking into position. All of it arranged for the full version of you, not the dimmed one. And be awake enough to recognize what was built for that version when it arrives. Because it is arriving, and it deserves to be received by someone standing at their full height. Okay, to bring this home, it moved me to tears. You are one of the highest divine beings I have ever read for. And the cards showed us everything. The energy I felt before a single card was turned was elevated, specific, the frequency of a soul who has been carrying something most people didn't sign up for, and who has been doing it faithfully and quietly without needing anyone to confirm it. Your guides told us the elevation is not random. You chose a specific assignment before this lifetime and you have been fulfilling it. That the tears this reading produced were not mine alone. Your guides were present in the feeling and they have been waiting to say, "We see you." That the hard things were the assignment, not the obstacle. The specific alchemy of transmuting heavy energy through the act of living through it with your heart still open. That you have been dimming yourself for the comfort of others and your guides are asking you to stop. That they are naming the fear of living at the full size of what you are before it arrives. Because named fears don't make your decisions for you. That what is coming is commensurate with the level you actually are, not the level you've been presenting. And that the preparation is almost complete. What's being arranged matches the soul you have proven yourself to be. The High Priestess confirmed the elevation, priestess level knowing, the highest designation the deck has. The star confirmed you have been seen every moment of every hard thing, and the seeing has been producing something. The Emperor confirmed your own authority, the built earned through the assignment power, asking to be claimed. The Lovers confirmed the soul recognized love coming, matching the frequency you actually carry. The Sun confirmed the warmth on the other side, uncomplicated, nothing to dim against. The World completed the assignment chapter and began the reward chapter. The Ace of Cups opened the fresh emotional beginning, built for who you actually are. The Ten of Cups showed the complete luminous life as the destination. The Wheel confirmed the click into the elevated position, and clicked wheels don't go backwards. And the Hierophant named your function, one of the bridges, one of the translators carrying sacred knowledge into the ordinary world simply by being in it. And the tea leaf cards showed the specific moment that elevated your soul the most and what it cost. The people who sensed your elevation without naming it and how it showed up in how they treated you, the hard season being witnessed and the receipt being honored, the undimmed life and what it produces. Other divine beings recognizing you as souls at your level, find each other. What the elevation specifically attracts in love and opportunity and people, and you fully inhabiting your elevation on an ordinary day in the quiet of someone who has stopped apologizing for the size of what they carry. One instruction: stop dimming. Be awake to the full size of what you are, and let what was built for that size finally arrive, because it is arriving. And it was always going to be yours. Claim this, loves. Drop a comment and say, I claim this, and I am a high divine being, and I stop dimming, and I receive what was built for my full frequency. Because every word of that is true. Save this. Share it today. And come back and tell me what shifted when you stopped dimming. I want to know what arrived when you finally let it. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment and tell me what hit hardest. And if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Take care of yourself. Bye, loves.